What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Pretty good shout, actually. I probably should have done.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh fuck. This is, yeah. I don't know.
Welcome back to the D&E podcast. I'm E. This is D. With a guest with us, Andrew.
We got Smith in.
Hi. Hi.
Uh,
Cool. Right, sit
Cool,
down.
cool. Can you s-
you speed running the intro. What's up with that?
Oh fuck, wait. Oh, I don't have the fucking soundboard ready. No! No! Right, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so hi, welcome back to the D&E podcast. This is we're
Oh,
we're officially week 5.
Yeah.
We've done a month
Of consistent
consistent weekly streams.
podcast.
Hmm.
Well, Emus. Yes.
We didn't. No, we have not. Well, okay, we've missed a Sunday, but we haven't actually. We've made up for every day we miss. We've delayed. We've had to delay a stream like a day twice
Yeah.
because we didn't make the Sundays. But like
Yeah, the one
we've
yesterday
still
was
done
my
them
fault.
weekly.
The one yesterday was I was in the pub.
You were in the pub. What was it? What was last week? Oh, we
Oh, yeah.
we were away.
Oh, we were coming back from Cork.
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah,
go.
yeah,
I didn't go home till like 10.
Really?
Yeah.
What time did I get back? Actually, no. I think I was around the same time, or a bit earlier.
Well, I was leaving Swords, and you were already dropping Kevin at the
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you, well, you were like half hour ahead of me.
Yeah. Also, complete side note, but based on that intro, that was fucking. Oh God, I'm an emo. No, I'm not. That's the wrong one. I like rock music. Okay, you're allowed to like rock music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit went off.
Oh, yeah, it was
It
good.
was. I didn't realize that. It was Stream Beats by Harris Heller. That it turns out they actually have rock music.
Wait,
Who knew?
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was.
I thought it was always just generic stream music was just
I
all
always
they
play
did.
just Stream Beats.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Stream Beats Originals, Demon and Kill It Away. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Stream Beats. Mental.
So, I can't help but notice that the couches are kind of weighed down on one side here. So I might have taken it upon myself to get another
Oh.
guest to join us. We just got onto the server.
Oh
to
no.
Be here any second.
Will our guest need an emergency teleport? Is that what's happening here?
Hold on.
For context, our new guest is typing in chat saying that they didn't know they were serious. Get on the couch.
Getting in VC.
Welcome.
They lost their voice. Oh,
Welcome.
I actually thought that it was a joke. I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't know that it was for real.
Well,
The
no,
what was
welcome to the
for-
Nini podcast. Have you been on here before, Atlas?
No, I've never been on this podcast.
a world premiere.
World premiere. Yeah. Good old Schlass. Right, so good start. What do we all get up to this week? If anything.
Well,
Since last week.
I feel that we should talk about the challenge going on between the two of you starting on Sunday.
My. I wasn't sure if I wanted to address the challenge. We can. I was just like,
yeah.
do we want to imply that we have a problem?
Well, we don't have a problem. It's just a.
We've been issued a challenge.
We've been issued a challenge. Yes.
Jster, as you can see in chat, making sure to claim the idea. Essentially, how did this come? She was talking about one of her other members who stopped drinking, and then one of us said to the other, "I bet you could."
I said to you,
Oh,
because you asked for it. Yeah. Boo. You can't talk about this shit.
oh,
As it goes. I'm coughing on. No, Luke was. You had poured a drink and didn't know if you wanted another of that lemon thing. I don't know what it's called. Whatever you were
Lemon
drinking.
Jello thingy.
Yeah. And I said, "Do you really need to have a drink right now?" And he's like, "Well, I want
course.
to." I was like, "Do you need to?" And then it got into the conversation. I said to you, "I bet you couldn't go a week without drinking," and you said, "Put your money up." And then you and Ethan continue.
just put my ear to the wall. I think.
So basically that happened, and then Luke was like, he looked down around me, and was like, "Yeah, I could beat you." And I was like, "All right, yeah, go on, and we'll start right now." And he was like,
Well, look,
No,
we
because
both
he's out
have a lot of
drinking.
we both have a lot of events in the next week that involve us drinking.
Because it was, oh no, your excuse was no, I can't because I've got pub quiz Thursday, and then I'm out. We were both out Saturday, and then I was like, okie dokie, that's fine then. That's it's all good. Don't stick to your guns, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's start Sunday, I guess.
And also, yeah, we have my sister's party from her moving away to Australia, so which you're going to.
I will be there.
So
Yeah, so it's your last hurrah.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
we are going to get hammered.
Bro, I'm out Friday night as well.
I think.
And then yeah, after that, it's whoever can last the longest without drinking gets 25 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are precedents. There are precedents set. Basically, it's kind of along the lines of if anyone is caught cheating,
Oh,
the money
sorry,
gets doubled.
Come on.
I will say that.
Mm.
The money gets Hi guys. I'll be over here. Yeah, the money will actually get doubled. Hey Smith.
Yeah.
Oh.
And respectfully, it seems. Yeah, I'm sitting next to my sponsee.
Oh,
I'm the
God.
one. Yeah, we're making it a whole bit. It's funny. But yeah, it's kind of. You guys literally took it, and you and Ethan just went to a whole nother level. You're like, well, I bet I can do this.
Yeah.
So,
And here we are.
congrats.
But again, we're not starting till Sunday, so I'm making the most of this week. I've like past 3 days straight. I've just been pub. Today, taking a break. Give the old liver a rest. I'm going out Wednesday night.
Well, yeah, you were trying to say on Wednesday, and now you're going out?
Yeah, I am now.
Yeah, of course you are now. Gonna make the most of this coming week.
Yeah, exactly. Now that we're not starting it till Sunday, like, and I was in college today, and then a couple of people were like, "Oh, we go out Wednesday." I'm like, "Yeah, go on."
I'll
But I
randomly
think-
text Dunn telling him that I'm at the pub and we'll face reveal to him. Oh, bugger off, Charms!
Yes, Charles. Yes.
There's
Do
there's big stakes for Ethan to win, and then there's stakes for Luke to win from me.
25 quid?
No.
No, there's more on the line.
There's more on the line.
There's more on the line. Luke,
Do I
if
know about
anything,
this?
Luke, if
Sal-
anything,
Sal
you
will
want
come
me to
visit.
win. You want me
Sal
to
will-
win.
Oh.
So either way, we're coming to visit. Sal and I are both gonna pop up at the same time. Sal's just now enticed Ethan to keep going.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Smith and Alice, who do you think's gonna win out of the two of these?
Oh wait, Luke.
My
you have
money's
to
on
get-
Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Ah! Yeah.
Ethan. For the reason that Andrew brought up last night, that's the reason why.
Yeah. And honestly, in all honesty, like that will be the
Yeah.
hardest. That will not gonna be fun. But like, also, look, you're gonna have to get rid of your cilantro, bro.
That's just like that's my own
It's
version
gonna be
of...
cilantro.
Just hydrate.
That's my own version of hydrate. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean alcohol, it's just we came up with it during Beers and Bed Wars. Speaking of sláinte, does anyone have a baby on tonight? You
Yeah, I
got
got a
don't,
water? Bit of
unfortunately.
water, Nico?
Diet Coke.
I got original Coke.
He's already starting, my boy.
Oh, that's good. That's not good shit.
Do you know what it's not as good as though? Fresh pint.
Oh, fresh. You pints tonight?
Hey, yo, I'm
Oh
not.
my god.
You coming by tonight? What are you doing after the shoot?
I don't want to.
I think that it'll be an experience for you both. Like, I'm not. This isn't to be like I'm
Spiritual
telling.
experience.
Well, no, I had to go sober for health reasons. Like, I do like to drink. I was just told if you keep drinking, you're going to like destroy yourself. So I had to quit. Other people we know have quit because of liver issues, and it's kind of just ironic to be like, oh yeah, we can't drink. And it's like a bet that just turned into this because you will lose a shit ton of weight because of, especially like if you're drinking beer a lot, it's just all carbs. That's what you have to think about.
But we're not doing it to lose weight. We're doing it not even for
Well-
25 quid. We're doing it for
Just to
bragging
prove
rights.
a point. It's just to prove a point.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've switched to the
Oh.
green screen cam. Smith, how's the weather? Give us the weather
As you can
report.
see over here, it's gonna be rainy.
Thanks,
It is
Smith.
Ireland after all.
Back into the set.
Back
to the studio. Back to the
Back to the studio.
That was the weather report.
That was the weather with Mr. Smith. What do we got? The actual first thing that I have on my list is the usual weekly stuff, which is done S&P BTS. Do we have any news, ladies and gents, from last week?
There's a triple lore stream on Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. That is big news. That I
Big
wanted to
news,
announce,
big
too.
news,
Cool,
This coming Friday,
cool.
which yeah.
Wait, just out of curiosity, I don't have to be there, correct?
No.
Oh, you can go
Oh,
get drunk
awesome.
You're
and go to the pub.
Cool. Because it was gonna be either like I'm in the pub with a laptop or I'm just in the pub.
I think
Why
you should
not?
bring
Wait.
the laptop just to watch it.
Why wouldn't you just watch it on your phone?
Well, no, if I had to be in, like, if I had to participate in it, then I'd just bring my laptop. But since I don't have to participate,
Charms is also correct. I did bully them about rejoining the server during my stream today.
I mean, Charms is it's been in the script. Charms has been working on a YouTube video for Done As Me. Isn't that right, Charms? Yeah. It's on the way, yeah.
He's panicking now. He's panicking.
Yeah, according to our little script document, that's
He says I
coming up
want.
soon.
He's like I want to. I need you. Like gasp.
Okay, we'll talk about that after. But we do have other news. We've restructured
do we?
a bit of the Don't SMB upcoming stuff. So we do have that triple stream on Friday, which
Nice.
is it's one stream rated to another, all in one evening. That's a marathon if anything else.
Mad.
Yeah.
It's like a crossover episodes for like different shows that are all in the same universe.
Yeah. And we will. I'm expecting more streams to come soon. Because we're structuring things to bring certain events sooner, so we can do them sooner and all. We're trying to get on the Done S&P grind and get more lore streams out. That's the big news.
Yeah.
Now, first topic on my list, because half of the topics are all about AI, so I'm going to leave them to later because there's like a load of them. First one, which I'm sure we've all seen the news about, the TikTok court case.
Ridiculous.
Funny.
Congress again.
I love that you guys aren't even from America, and it
No,
affects
it's hilarious.
none of you. It only affects me and
It's
Everil.
the funniest thing I have seen in so long.
I'm so over the government. I get why they're doing it. I do, because I'm not. Well, it's because of like it's kind of like, do you guys remember when Facebook got sued?
Mm-hmm.
It's that, because they're afraid also though, because what is it? Is it China that owns TikTok? If I remember correctly.
According to your man in it, it's supposed to be a global organization that's based in China, America, everywhere.
Well, because of it being based, I believe it was created in China due to all the, the tensions between America and China right now. I get why they're doing it, because they're taking it as a safety precaution.
But the questions they're asking is hilarious, though. Like,
I agree.
It's laughable, the whole fucking case.
That's if they actually knew what they were talking about, they could actually grill him and get actual answers out of him. But they have no idea what they're talking about.
They're asking all the wrong questions, and they're all
not on the tickety talks. Well, there's also in law. All right.
I just laughing. Sorry,
in law, there are certain things that you have to technically, if you're going to present a line of questioning, it has to get pre-approved by a judge. If you can't give the sufficient evidence to prove that you should be asking those questions, you aren't allowed to directly ask them without somebody bringing it up. Like in the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case, Johnny's team was not to bring up the, I think it was Kate Upton, whoever that alleged pushed down the stairs. They were not allowed to bring that up unless Amber Heard's team did. And when Amber Heard brought it up, they were then allowed to bring her in for a line of questioning.
Oh, I remember that actually. Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
I think they're trying to get TikTok to slip, maybe. That could be the defense, is that they think if they can make them slip up with something, that then introduces that line of questioning because they're the ones on the offensive while they're the defendant and trying to prove our app's fine.
It's just so funny.
Yeah, honestly, no. Some of the questions they just ask him at.
Like, remember the one who was asking about like how the algorithms work, and he was talking about what he's getting on his TikTok, and everyone's just like, does anybody want to tell him? Like, he was complaining.
My favorite had to be like the guy who's does TikTok access my Wi-Fi? And he goes, well, yeah, to go on the internet, you need to access the Wi-Fi. So if it's on my Wi-Fi, is it accessing all of my toaster and my fridge? No.
Is this an actual question?
Oh, wait. My favorite
I'm
one.
paraphrasing a bit, but that is what he asked. Yeah.
Well, my favorite one was the so if I put my phone into airplane mode, and can it connect to the airplane?
Are you fucking? Wait, are you telling me U.S.
Yes,
attorneys are asking?
It was so.
That's why everyone sees this as such a joke.
I'm a fan of TikTok.
I've never been more depressed in my country. I'm moving to Ireland, guys. It's official.
Hell yeah! What more for Ireland? Let's go.
Ireland or Australia, we're going.
Hell yeah! Right. Yeah. The TikTok court case. We're burning through these. I've only got 5 topics. Another one, which I'd say most of you haven't seen, but popped up on my TikTok. These are always TikTok things that just pop up and we're talking about.
It's where you get your news from, it seems.
It's true. That's where a lot of people get their news from at this point. Just given that they have a proper that's a good topic. Getting news on TikTok, but I think that's the one problem with it nowadays, especially, is that you need to make sure they're coming from the right source.
Yeah, fake news has been a thing for years. I just watch Philip DeFranco for my news.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Love Philly.
But yeah, the headliner thing that I saw was David Blaine. If you're familiar with David Blaine, he during a show he dislocated his shoulder, and then they basically asked in the audience if there was a doctor. At which point they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm a doctor." They put his shoulder back in, and he continued the show, where he went on to dislocate it again and put it back in and kept going. The man's not human.
Fucking G. He's a true magician, huh?
That's the thing. I remember hearing it being thrown around. I don't even think they call him a magician. They call him like an extremist artist or something like that. Where basically he doesn't do card magic, or at least not so much.
He's an illusionist. That's the technical term for it.
He does things where he just pushes his body to extremes, like him breathing underwater, or not breathing, like holding his breath for, was it like 10 minutes?
He spent like 7 days underwater. This was
I can't even remember now. It was like
back in 2006. It was like forever.
Because I remember seeing the behind the scenes where he was trying to come up with how he could hold his breath for. I swear it was like he was like he might have had like an oxygen tank for the 7 days, but like there was one where he actually tried to free dive, hold his breath for 10 minutes.
Oh wait, I'm looking. I just found the thing.
It was something like that, and he was like, every doctor told him no, because after how many minutes you're brain dead. That's it. And so he started coming up with ideas. Oh, how am I going to hold my breath for 10 minutes? And so I remember seeing the behind the scenes where he's like, oh, one of the things I tried was, I tried breathing liquid oxygen. And he talked about how he just got a tub of liquid oxygen, poured it into a sink, and dunked his head in it and tried to breathe it. At which point, obviously, he nearly drowned, because you can't breathe liquid oxygen. But, yeah, the guy's just mental. He just does weird, crazy shit. And somehow survives through all of it.
Oh shit.
Oh?
Yo, there was just a bit. Oh my god.
What?
There was just an American travesty. I'll DM it to you. Let's just say there are now a lot of there's gonna be a fun topic for next week, because there are now protests going on at the
Are we getting like a news
Capitol.
flash? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, there was a
breaking news.
There was sadly in I believe it was Nashville, Tennessee, there was another fatal violence with weaponry.
Of course.
At a school.
It is always shit hearing this stuff, but the fact, actually, we typically don't like to ask opinions on the podcast. But out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on the gun laws?
I think it's all right.
As an American.
Looking back at it, at the time that this amendment was made, or this whatever it's called was made, there was a threat, and I understood the right to bear arms. I do. I understood it because it was during a time where people were infiltrating homes. There wasn't the modern day technology, but also you have to look at it as those weapons were not automatic. Flash forward to where we are now, and there are weapons of mass destruction that are automatic, can kill people in one shot. It is very heartbreaking, and I really personally don't like guns. I think if you're going to have them, that you need to be held to a high standard. Like, they already do background checks. Like, some states do. Some states you can just walk in and buy a gun, and that's that. Not have a background check, not have to get fingerprinted. In Jersey, where I'm from, you have to have, like, 3 things of recommendations. You're fingerprinted, background checks. Where legitimately you could walk in and, like, I believe it's in Phoenix, or, like, in Arizona, you can just walk in and buy a gun. And that is that. And it can be like an AR-15, which is an automatic, which you don't need a license for, but you need a license to have a handgun. Mm-hmm. Because it can kill someone with 1 bullet instead of like 3. And it's the dumbest shit. I'm very disappointed in the country. I think you need to have like psychiatric testing. You should have there's a lot that's wrong with it. But I get it. But also it's like, fuck people. Especially if you have kids in the house, you should just literally get rid of it. Or have it in a gun locker with a password protected thing. Like, these are rules they have to set.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. Even here in Ireland, you can't carry a knife. Do we? Is that a thing here in Ireland,
Yeah,
gang? That like you can
it
you
is.
get like
Yeah.
a license for it or anything?
Can you get not
Because
really?
is there
It'd be
is there
different if
any
it's for
legal way of
work.
carrying a knife, basically?
If it's for work, you know
Yeah,
what I mean. I think that's about it, though.
I know when it comes to guns, you can get a license here, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can get a license for particular type of guns. But no, rifles and pistols are only limited up to 22, so quite small
Mm-hmm.
caliber and whatnot. And then I know with
And
shotguns,
it would
you
be for
can't
sport. You
get.
can't actually.
Yeah, exactly. It's like clay pigeon shooting. It's not like.
Farmers can get guns though, can't they?
Yeah, but again, you're limited to 22s
Hmm.
max for your rifles and pistols, and then shotguns. Like you can't get semi-automatic shotguns. You can't get pump shotguns here. You know that it's like it's all
I truth
like break the barrel. You know.
Hmm.
I think a big issue also with America, and this is gonna sound very ignorant, um, we are connected to two countries. Canada, who is very anti-gun, but then we also have Mexico below. And I'm not dissing a whole country. I'm just saying the cartel is a thing. Things get trafficked through America a lot. Like if they were to ban guns, because I know like people are saying like Australia got rid of them after one time. It's harder in America to do that because one, people see it as a right of freedom and a right of like other things, but at the same time, if somebody actually wants a gun, you can go on the dark web, you could probably buy one and you could figure it the fuck out. Like
See,
you
you
will
can
always be
also
able to
do
get
that
stuff.
here. Like you
That's
can
the
do that
thing.
here as well. You can go and you do that in any country really. If you were like, I want one, and you can't, like, you don't want to do it. There's always ways around. You can get
I mean,
everything, you know.
so we have two in my house. And the only reason my dad did it was after I was like 20, some idiot came in our backyard. I'd never seen him since. I was home alone. This guy came up to our backyard in my yard. I could physically see him and had a knife or something. And I was home alone and I had yelled at him to get off the property. And then he started coming forward and like started trying to break in through the back door to get into the porch to get to me. I locked it, called my parents. They were out at a restaurant by themselves, like with my family. I had to call the restaurant to find my uncle with a broken leg and be like, it's this guy, and then put them on the phone after I'd called the cops.
Jesus.
And then there's been a lot of break-ins in our area now. So it's like my dad has it for protection reasons. Florida's worse, where Everett lived, or didn't dox him. Whoops. America, Florida has a law where it's called the kingdom law, where so let's say this, if this is my property and Ethan's on it and I tell him to get off and he doesn't, even if he's turned around, I can still legally shoot him and not get arrested for murder.
See, that's scary in my
That's
eyes.
why Florida's crazy. That's why all those jokes about Florida men are real.
You know, fun fact: in Ireland,
Wait.
pepper spray is considered a firearm.
Yeah, it's illegal
That's
to
in
have
a lot of
pepper spray.
places.
Yeah.
Like I know the cops over in the UK, they're only now allowed to carry pepper spray. Previously, they weren't even allowed that.
They're not allowed to
Mad.
carry them here, are they?
No.
I
No,
know
no,
there
they're not.
is is it SWAT or whatever we actually have
Well,
over here,
there's
that there
the
is guards that can carry guns,
you've
but
got
they're
you've got
brought out
armed
on
guards.
very specific rare occasions.
Yeah, you've got armed guards.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. The thing with Ireland, though, is it's like you've got your armed guards, and they're allowed to carry pistols and submachine guns. That's about it. So, like, you know, they can have like an MP5. You know. Oh, actually, before I forget, I remember reading an article where some old lady walked into the gas station, and she had this black duffel bag. This was in town somewhere. Had this black duffel bag, and she walks in, and just puts up a table and goes, "Yeah, I found this in the middle of the road." And they open it up, and it was like an MP7 or some shit with like I can't remember how like 7 or 8 or 9, like 7 or 8 mags. It was like, and they were like, "What? Where the fuck? Where'd you get this?" And then they found out later on that one of the armed guards, the boot was open on their in the back of their car, and like
Jesus.
it just fell out as they were driving around, and it was like it was just fucking hilarious, really, when you think about it. You know,
Fucking
it's like
idiots.
how the fuck do you lose an MP7 in the middle of town? Like, thank fuck it was just some old lady that picked it up from the middle of the road and brought it to the guard. Imagine if someone else came along and was like, "Oh,
Some
that's mine
lunatic
now."
finds it, yeah.
Yeah, man, they're like, "That's mine now."
It's
Like,
some fucking pisshead on the town just goes and finds. Oh, look at that.
yeah, like imagine then. Like, fuck.
Aren't guns also banned in Canada? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, they are. They're a lot harder to get, and we have a lot less shootings in Canada, so that makes a lot more sense.
Mm,
Yeah.
It still
Yeah.
happens once in a while, but
Not as like
it's not
bad as it's been here.
It's not as
yeah, it's very rare
often.
to get a shooting in Ireland.
Yeah, I think it is time I move. I'm not here I don't want my kids have to like that's if my kid came to me one day and was like, "Mom, I don't feel safe to go to school because of like school shootings and stuff." I'd be like, "Okay, what do you want to do online?" I would give them the offer of being like, "Okay, do you want to do online school? What do you want to do?"
Smith
Because it is
country.
scary. Like I remember having bombing threats at school and shootings all the time. All those drills and everything. It's crazy.
The
Mm.
closest thing I ever had to that was when I went to the movie theater when I was very young, and we had to leave the building because the fire alarm went off, and we were evacuated out of the building through like one of the back doors. That is the closest thing I've ever had to have to like evacuate somewhere in an emergency situation.
Did you
Oh, I've
do
act-
fire drills as a kid? Like,
I've been
Well, I mean, we
shocked.
had like the ones at school, obviously, where they basically just told you, "Oh yeah, there's going to be a fire alarm now. Oh, there it is. All right, everyone go up, go outside." That was
yeah.
like, but this
I've
was like,
been-
Pulled a fire alarm at your school? They pulled the fire alarm at my school all the
no,
time.
then well, this
So
Yeah,
we
was
got out of class for like 30 minutes. It was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they
Wait,
did
you
at my
got 30
school as
minutes
well.
for a fire
Yeah,
drill?
because
Dude, they have to go through all
even
the
if it's a-
buildings.
even if it is a false alarm, the firefighters have to come and make sure that it was a false
Yeah.
alarm.
Oh.
So the school had to be evacuated, and then it had to be searched.
It could have just
So we
been my
got like
school.
30
Like
minutes off class.
we only ever called the fire brigade if there was an actual fire, but the staff would go around looking for the fire first.
Well,
And
that's not
it would
safe.
take them about 5 minutes to check the whole school and be like, "Nah, we're clear, cool."
Well, then again, schools here are like 2 feet, so that makes fucking sense.
Mm.
Yeah, so you have to check every single room. I mean, truth be told, I've been in a like I've been shot at, and that was back in 2020
What?
because of all. So do you remember God rest his soul, the George Floyd propaganda, all
Yes,
the
yeah.
protests? There was a lot of looting that happened. I worked at CVS at the time, and when at my store I was there, it got ransacked. People coming in with guns, shooting up, asking for all the drugs in the pharmacy. Like, it was awful. But I will say, my school did prepare me. I saw the guns as they came in through the front door, went on the intercom and said, "Everyone, please get down." Dropped to the floor and then went a-blazing. And it was nuts. And then I quit that job
Jesus.
2 weeks later. So I was like, I'm out.
Here's the thing, though. I can only imagine something like that. Like, if I went through some situation like that, I'd be fucking scared.
Oh, I know. I don't ever want to work in retail again because of it.
It was terrifying enough the first time I went to New York, and then we were walking past Trump Tower, and I saw like guards stood outside with like rifles. I was like, "That's a real gun. That is a loaded weapon."
Yeah. I think like that, my first experience with that kind of thing would have been in the UK, and it was when waiting for the bus, and then the bookies down the road from the bus stop, like 2 minutes from the house, got robbed. And the guy behind the counter, he was killed. But then it was all the cops. It was mad because it was literally you heard a gunshot, and then I was on the bus, gone. And by the time the bus stopped at the end of the road, you look back and there was just police had swarmed the building already. It was like rapid. That was actually like mad impressive. And then when moving to Ireland, we had an incident where someone tried to break into our neighbour's house, kicked the dog, jumped over, smashed the window of his car, like had a knife or something, and he smashed the window of his car and booked it. So we called the cops. We're like, yeah, this guy's just, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, half an hour later, they turn up. We're like, But like they're kind of like, okay, so what was the issue? It's like, bro, fuck, we've cleaned up all the glass,
issue's
taped up the
gone
window.
now.
I'm going to bed, bro. Fuck off. Oh,
The
it's
closest
stupid.
thing that we ever had to something like that in my house was we did have someone break in, but they kind of didn't. It was weird. We were on holidays, and we got a text from our neighbor that our alarm went off. So when she went to look into it, she saw that you know my house, the side door into the little garage, right? The window on that had been broken. And that was it. We obviously locked the door from the garage into the house. So,
Yeah.
and that door was not broken down. It wasn't damaged in any way. But clearly, he smashed the window. The alarm went off, and he probably heard the dog bark. And at which point he was like, "All right, gone," and that was it. So all it was when he came back was just a broken window. That's the closest thing we've had.
I don't get why people have to use violence. And this is again why it's like if there is something wrong, if you notice like anything with a friend, if you like, please, if you're experiencing, get help. Go talk to an adult. Go talk to a doctor or a parent. It's hard, but like this is the kind of shit because especially with school shootings, it's these kids who feel there's no other way. And it's so sad to me to see it's like they think that this is the way out and this is how you're gonna get memorialized. For all of these and all of these other poor innocent people are now suffering.
Yeah.
Amy.
Yeah, sorry, Amy.
By a ghost when I was
Sorry,
two.
So I read Amy's while Jay was talking. I was like, don't laugh.
I was gonna say, this
Serious
is the fucking
conversation.
story that I want to hear about. Is getting locked in the bathroom by a
Yeah, I want
ghost.
to hear this.
Are you okay?
Oh, go on, Amy. We're listening.
While on the topic of ghosts, something that we got starting to watch, or I've watched the whole
BuzzFeed
series.
Unsolved.
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Unsolved. Yes.
So
I love them.
good.
So good. You'd never heard of it.
No, never.
How?
How you know?
Bestie.
Because
They're amazing.
like, I know, yeah, they're really good. I agree. They're really, really good. I've been like binging them. I'm like caught up. They're really good.
Have you started? Have you gotten all the way to the actual new Watcher channel?
I haven't watched the new one yet. No, not yet.
Oh, it's a
See, I've watched
It's good.
like I was watching all the BuzzFeed Unsolved. The ones that really get me, like the ones I really enjoy, are the ones when they actually go to the houses. I get bored of the ones where they're just kind of sitting there going, "Oh yes," and then Amelia Earhart disappeared, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, so those
to
would
the
be
house.
the true crime ones, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
And
I
the
love the true
supernatural
crime
ones I prefer.
yeah,
Really?
the supernatural ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones where they go to the buildings, the places where stuff. I love that. They're really, really good.
Because it really just comes down to your opinion. Because you can either be someone who prefers to listen to them banter back and forth about some old story about a crime like Jack the Ripper. And how he got away, which is interesting, and I do enjoy them. But I much prefer seeing Shane just shout into the sky, saying "Fuck you, ghosts!" Like,
What up? It's your boy.
oh no, yeah, that's so
I
funny.
do love Shane and Ryan.
Yeah, Shane carries.
Yeah.
Supposedly about
Are
this
you
ghost story,
watching-
Amy's sending me a voice note.
Oh,
Oh, I've got it.
Are
She
you-
says to play it on stream here. Right,
All right,
Yes.
gotta go.
here we go.
So when I was 2,
Oh fuck, that's really quiet.
we still lived up north. My family had moved into a house that was owned by a Protestant man. And this Protestant man had died, and obviously his house went up for sale, and we moved in. At the time, we were Catholics. Now, this man was known everywhere to despise Catholics. He would send hate mail to Catholics, put it through their letterbox. He hated them. And we moved in as a Catholic family, and my family are convinced that he locked me in the bathroom because there was no way that the bathroom could have locked, and it did, and da-da-da-da-da. So I got locked in the bathroom by a ghost, and my great uncle Frankie had to break down the door.
There you go. That was a
I
fun
think
ghost
she's
story.
lying.
Of course you do.
You think Amy's lying?
Of course
Yeah, I
you
think she's lying.
do. Full of shit.
I've never seen the BuzzFeed Unsolved, but we started watching the Watcher stuff, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
more the paranormal stuff. It's
Yes,
really
sir.
good.
Yeah, it's they had BuzzFeed Unsolved. I'm pretty sure it was regular BuzzFeed Unsolved, and then they had BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural, and then so when they finished doing Supernatural, they finished their contract with BuzzFeed. They started their new channel Watcher, and only in like the last couple of months they finally got the rights to do that series again, but with under a different name on Watcher.
Yeah, I enjoy them even on the first episode when they go back to a previous location that they've already been in.
Yeah.
It's really good. And they bring along some other people, and I like how they use their viewers to tell them their experiences, and they try and recreate it. I really enjoy watching them, and also I like how one of them is super into ghosts, and he's like they fully exist, and how the other one just completely doesn't believe in them at all. I think it just is a good dynamic between the two of them.
We could totally do something like that, Ethan.
Oh, we could, yeah.
Do you not believe in ghosts?
Wait, which one would you be?
Here's a good question for our guests here. Between the two of us, who do you think's the Ryan and who's the Shane? There is a clear answer.
I think Luke's the Ryan.
I think Luke's Ryan and Ethan Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't believe in ghosts?
No.
I don't not believe in ghosts.
Okay.
I believe that they're plausible. I believe if ghosts are a thing, we just haven't found out how to explain them yet. I wouldn't draw it out. I feel like because there's so many sightings and so many cases of everything, something's there. I don't know necessarily that it's like, you know, the spirits of people who passed away. I don't know about that. But like, if there's a thing, I feel like we just haven't explained it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you two? Do you believe in ghosts? Andrew and Jay.
I think it's fun to believe.
I believe in reincarnation. If that makes sense.
Ooh.
Only because my grandmother, who passed away, had so many cardinals in her house. The joke was she'd always come back as a cardinal. On the day of her funeral, a cardinal came onto her casket. Like, flew and like sat on her casket before they inserted her into the wall that she was put in. And
I was gonna
now
say-
anytime we see one, it's like, oh hey Graham.
I was gonna say, quick question. What is a cardinal? That's a bird, right?
It's a red
Yeah.
bird. Yeah, it's a red bird. You see them a lot around Christmas time. There's those like little red birds you see everywhere. So I believe in the fact of a reincarnation because it's like whenever I'm having a bad day, I somehow see a cardinal,
Hmm.
and it's like a reminder that she's still here with me.
That's nice.
What would you want to be reincarnated to?
Oh, if only. Oh, there's one right answer to this. I want to be a
Go on.
cat. I want to be a house cat. Fuck yes. They are living the life. All they do is eat, shit, and sleep. That's the fucking life. I want to be a house cat. Easy. We're officially going into my AI topics. Because two specific things in AI that happened this week. I feel like AI is going to be a recurring thing on the D&E podcast because it's an interesting topic that I find that I like.
And it's
And just
constantly
new shit is happening
improving.
every
Yeah.
week. It's become a
happening
thing
more
of since
recent now.
GPT 3.5 came out, new stuff is coming out every week. Big things. And like, what's it? I don't have many notes on these things, but I know for a fact Google is bringing their competitor, Google Bard. Is it Amazon? No, it's not. It's Adobe. Adobe's got their own AI coming out, which is an image recognition AI.
You know what?
And-
Sorry. You know what Adobe have?
What
Is
are
there's a remix tool in Premiere Pro where if you have a bit of audio that's not long enough, right? Like it's a song.
Mhm.
If you use the remix tool and drag it along, it'll make this like it loops the song perfectly where you can't like see the stitch.
That's good.
It reads it and just like artificially extends the song. It's very useful.
That is pretty cool.
Mm.
But yeah, the two topics that I've got here in terms of AI this week is one of them, which I presented to, a handful of the lads who were in VC one of the nights is an AI called Midjourney. And Midjourney became very famous because it created the Donald Trump arrest photos that came out this week.
I'm on that one.
It was that obviously, as I'm sure most of you know, that a bunch of images came out of Donald Trump getting arrested, and they were so convincing. They looked so real, and then it turns out that it was made by an AI, which immediately I was like, jump on that. What the fuck is that? I need to see about that. And turns out it's a Discord server where you can join the Discord. I'm actually gonna fuck, I'm gonna put the link to the Discord in the chat. That's it there. So that's the Discord channel for Midjourney. You would essentially join that channel, and you can go to one of the text channels, type /imagine, and then a prompt, and it will generate an image. And they're typically really good quality. As you saw, they were good enough quality that they were able to make images of Donald Trump getting arrested that actually fooled people. Which again, it's stepping into like this terrifying area where it's coming to a day and age where we won't be able to you can't trust images anymore. It used to be a thing of when you see like video, we're going back to the supernatural shit, you see videos of UFOs and I go, oh, what year did it come out? Oh, what, the 2010s? Photoshop, that's it. Any photos or videos that came out from that time? Nah, fake. But even now, AI is making it so much easier to create fakes.
Yeah.
You can't even trust headlines anymore because of the amount of stuff. You never know what they're making up now.
I didn't see the Trump photos, but I did see a TikTok last night of like two Putins dancing. And I stopped and I looked at Atlas and I went, this is fake, right? Like it looked that good. For a second, I fully believed it.
It's a deep fake that he does.
God. No, it's so funny. But then also I watched a video on TikTok and it was Trump and Obama and Biden doing their anime tier lists, like the top 10s.
That's some of the best stuff to come out of AI.
That was one of the first
videos.
I think that was one of the first big AIs that everyone was covering after GPT came out, which was it's one of these AIs where you can talk into it for like I think a minute or two, and it can perfectly replicate your voice to like a scary degree. And that's how they do it. They get a 1 minute recording of Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and I was gonna say Joe Biden, and then they could just give a text, and it will just keep going. Which I've been so curious to try. I'd love to see if I could just completely fake my voice. You know, I'm going to do that one of the days. I'm going to pop into VC and play a voice recording with the AI and see if he's
I saw some guy do that, and he like his whole like YouTube intro was AI generated, but he hadn't said any of the words that he used. It just was that good that it can just replicate it all. It's scary stuff, but I'm glad everybody's using it for memes.
Ooh, I actually don't know if we covered this last week. Fuck you, Leon. I don't know if we covered this last week or if it happened this week. Is Unity 5.2?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's crazy.
Have you played any of the Fortnite Creative 2.0 stuff? I was blown away when I opened it up. It's so good.
So what you're saying is we all need to try that.
Yeah, no, the maps are incredible.
I had to hop out for a meeting.
Oh yeah, no problem. See you.
The quality of the maps and stuff, it didn't tank my computer or anything. Like it runs so well, but it looks like some of the best stuff I've ever seen in a video game, but it's really good. We should all definitely hop on it and have a look because it's fucking sick.
I'd seen one of the things that they were talking about this week that's new with ChatGPT is they are experimenting with adding plugins. So essentially the community can start developing plugins to add on to ChatGPT. And obviously one of the big ones that people have seen is the ability to add an internet browser. So ChatGPT will actually be able to search the internet and come up with new results. That was one of the things that they mentioned with GPT-4 is how some headlines were like, oh, people are using it to scan images and stuff. That's how they were doing it. They were doing it with plugins. is that people were developing plugins to add to it to give it these abilities of different things. Which actually, one of the things that's perfect segue to my next point, or my last point. I didn't get many points this week. ChatGPT fools human into completing CAPTCHA. Have
I
you
saw
seen
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what? Actually, this doesn't say how smart the AI is. This shows how dumb humans are. It was,
Well,
for those
it
who don't
was.
know, it was a case
Yeah,
where
go ahead.
a guy goes to ChatGPT and says, I'm going to give you a budget of $100. I want you to make as much money as you can within a week. And it starts going off, doing different things, whatever. And something along that journey of trying to multiply that money, it ends up coming across a CAPTCHA, which obviously is the little test you do, I'm not a robot, which funnily enough, it couldn't complete. But you know what it did? It contacted, I think it made an ad or something on some website to get someone to help. And it advertised it as, oh, I'm visually impaired. Can someone help me complete this CAPTCHA?
Oh my god.
At which point the guy asks, are you a robot? And goes, no, I'm just visually impaired. Can you please help me with this? I'll give you like a tenner. And so the human completed the CAPTCHA for him, and GPT got past it.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Did he get the $10?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
I need to find these ads. I'll help an AI.
But it's so crazy that that it has the intelligence to do that.
Yeah. No.
That it can
is
actually
crazy.
go out of its way and go from step to step and actually do these things.
Yeah, but isn't it said every time we complete a CAPTCHA, AI gets smarter and closer to actually being able to do it themselves?
Well, that's the thing. They just keep developing CAPTCHAs then and making them
Yeah.
more difficult.
Did you see what Leon said in the chat?
Oh no, I saw it. Don't worry, I saw it.
If you just get an AI to do
Oh
all
my
your
God.
lines,
I mean, he's not wrong.
That would
You know
make
what?
things easy.
I'm currently tabbing out and I'm looking up what's the AI that does the voice. What AI? What's it? How do I even Google for this? Text to speech AI. Blah, blah, blah. Google text to speech API. That's not what it is. Speechify. Play HT. What are all these things? I want to see the. Look up Donald Trump AI voice. Ah, jeez, I don't know what any of these are. I'll look it up on one of the TikToks later. Complete side note. This is something that Jay mentioned on her stream earlier, that she uses Epidemic Sounds for her streams. I'm thinking I might get Epidemic Sounds. I might get it.
what does that do?
It's a you know, you can obviously get a Spotify subscription to play music. You have a license to play music then. This is a license to stream music. So if you get Epidemic Sounds, it's a subscription you have where you get access to a full library of music that, since you have that license, you can stream it.
Oh, that
So
sounds like a great idea.
it's copyright music that you're paying to use, essentially.
Oh.
The only reason I haven't done it is because I've always been like, I can find good royalty-free music. But my one problem is the fact that I always get a playlist of quote-unquote royalty-free music. And all of a sudden, there's one song in there where someone claimed copyright. So it mutes whatever portion of my VOD. So I think I'm going to move over to Epidemic Sounds, or at least try it for a month.
Not your lore VODs, right?
Not your lore VODs.
I hope it doesn't. I'm not gonna stumble upon one that's muted.
If it is, it'll only be the beginning usually. Let's hope.
Oh God.
Usually.
Cross your fingers.
I find it the best to do the thing where I can just play whatever music I want and it'll just be muted in my VODs, because when you go to edit them, it makes it so much easier, because I can.
Yeah, Luke, you hear that?
You
You hear that, Luke? It makes it so much easier.
Well, I
can
never
put
edit my
whatever
VODs, so
background
it's
music.
fine. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we've said it, but what I'm referencing is that I'm currently working on editing all of the old lore VODs down into digestible videos. I say that they're all probably about an hour long, but that's like 4 different VODs in one, so
Yeah.
any newcomers can sit down for a day and catch up.
I remember you joined VC and I tuned into your editing and I was like, oh god, looking back at the old VODs. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
If you're one of the people that watches it, just remember it gets better.
We
It
were
does.
still very new to I still feel like I'm new to streaming, even though I've been doing it for 2 years now. I said it. I can't even say that I've been doing it for 2 years. I've been doing it on and off for 2 years.
Yeah.
This has been the most recurring we've done content in months.
Shit. I missed my 2-year stream anniversary. I didn't even notice.
I don't even think
Oh
we
my
never
God.
actually. We actually planned on doing a 2-year anniversary thing for Done SMP, and it never ended up happening because we were all very busy and we all never found the time, and that was it. It was after like a month or two after it happened, we're like, oh well, it's a bit late now.
Yeah.
We had our 1-year anniversary stream where it was like an
That
anniversary
was the
weekend.
dinner, and it'll be included in the thing.
That's what it was. It was
Included in the
for the
lore.
1-year anniversary. It was a weekend of streams, so it was 3 streams across 3 days, and what was it? We did.
You said it would be in January. What happened to that?
You just said what happened to it.
Well, now we're in March, so
Yeah.
that's what happened to that.
I guess we're skipping 2.
It
Go
literally,
straight
you know
to
what? It
3.
literally was. I forgot about it. We got through.
Okay.
We were all very busy in December and January.
Yeah.
Then we all forgot about it. And by that I mean I forgot about it. I assume everyone else did because no one.
I
said-
forgot about it as well.
I assume we all forgot about it because I forgot and no one said, "Hey Luke, what the fuck's going on with So
I never forgot.
well, you should have said something. So we all forgot about it, and then at which point it was like in late February or March, I was like, "Wait, what the fuck? When did the 2 years?" Yeah, it was too long, too late. And on that note, we're only at an hour in, but I've run out of topics. We didn't have much happening this week.
No, not
But
really.
there is more happening this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait,
Tune
use
in
there.
on- Oh,
We have a
Use
very busy
there, yeah?
weekend.
Huh? Wait, what?
Use coming.
Oh, no. Ethan, no.
you're talking about the
Um,
lore stream?
The
Yeah,
lore
on
streams.
Friday.
Friday.
So
On
much coming
Friday,
this week. Crazy.
We did mention, yeah,
Yeah.
my sister's going away to Australia. I assume that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I
no, on
wasn't, like,
Friday.
Smooth, you know.
Oh my god.
On Friday, there's my lore stream,
Yeah,
and then we're going to Atlas's lore stream, and then we have a Sal lore stream. But
very
then
excited.
on the Saturday, I believe, Sal is doing a stream as well.
Mhm.
Yes, they
Crazy.
Yeah,
Hell
are.
yeah.
Excited about that.
a lot of lore
Hopefully
this
to-
weekend,
Very busy weekend.
and then a
Lord.
podcast on Sunday.
And a podcast on Sunday.
Oh my god, I
Wow.
missed
The
the
pod,
There you
we have a
go.
podcast on the day that we stopped drinking.
Oh,
Oh, we're not drinking now.
Oh.
Well, I'm not drinking now.
I'm not
Are you
drinking
drinking now?
No.
Yeah, but you're drinking next week.
We said we
so-
start. We said we stopped drinking on Sunday. But do we want to have our one? Do we want our one last drink to be at my sister's party, or do we want our one last drink to be on the podcast?
It's just a
Wait.
party. Because then we're
Just a
drinking
party?
together. We're
Should-
drinking
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
is your next podcast going to be a lore debrief?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
We do
I
talk
hope
Done
so.
SMP on the podcast.
We do, yeah.
Well, yeah, Ethan will just be a viewer. I believe
Huh?
Luke is partaking in Luke's partaking in
Yeah.
Schmatlis's.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Did you
am.
were you aware of this? Yes.
Luke.
Yes, I was.
Luke, Andrew asked you if you were free that day. Oh my god.
Yes, he did.
I also mentioned it earlier.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Luke, okay.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm free. I intentionally put it in my calendar to keep the day free so I could watch the streams or if I was needed. I didn't know if I was needed or not.
Okay. That's all right.
But I've kept it free.
You
just in
you
case.
you are needed. So.
That's no problem.
I've
I'll
got
be,
you.
I will
Open
be
your
there.
schedule. Ridiculous. Oh my god.
I shall be there. Right. Do we have any? Do the rest of our guests have any topics that they have?
I do. I
unless they
have
wanna
one.
end?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have
go
one.
on.
I don't know if you guys, when you go to the shop and they rearrange the shop, Keyboard can move. Does that
Yeah.
does it annoy you guys? Because it really annoys me. It gets to me. You know?
Is this like,
Like-
your little retail first world problem? What's happening?
No, this was me going to Tesco yesterday, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna get some sausages and some bacon, and then suddenly
Good
it's
shout.
like, not there. I'm like, squeeze me. What is this bullshit?
Squeeze you. I barely know you.
That's a
Well-
lie. Anyway,
We know each other very
Um,
well. Too well, some might say.
Well, Aldi's pretty. You know about Aldi.
oh, of course.
They
It
Like, right,
everything pretty
yeah.
much stays
Nothing.
the same place. But there's a frozen garlic pieces that
oh my god.
we found once, and Atlas has been looking for them ever since, and they're just not there. So if you have any pulls still at Aldi, just
I mean, I have
Well,
pulled in
then-
3 different Aldi shops. I
yeah,
was literally
get-
like
get some, get some.
Yeah, like Saturday night, went for a couple of pints with Kevin and Leon. And then there was a couple of people in the pub that I worked with, and I was chatting to them. And, like, they were like, "You coming back to work?" And I was like, "Fuck no!" But like, yeah, it's like, yeah, still, what's the? You know what? Just send me a picture.
Actually, talking of retail, Atlas, have you gotten the chance to go to the Tim Hortons yet? Up
No.
up the north.
We're waiting on you, Luke.
You said you would take us.
We don't drive.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, Luke. Geez.
Yeah, you and Amy went, "Oh, we're gonna take you," and so I've been waiting.
Here's the thing. Amy
I've
said
been
we.
waiting.
Amy said we. I'm the one that drives.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll bring him to Tim Hortons.
yeah,
What even is?
Luke.
What actually is Tim Hortons?
It's like a
It's like-
Starbucks.
It's just like a chain of
You know-
coffee. It originally was just coffee and donuts, and then it just turned into basically them being a fast food restaurant. But their main thing is still like donuts and coffee and stuff.
See, like, Luke will forget, so you'll have to remind him. And by the
Yeah.
time, like, if you don't remind him, by the time he does remember again, like, they'd have closed shop and moved to a different country. They won't be here. So you're gonna have to be, like, somewhat snippy like that. You gotta be on this, you know.
Well, I don't want to be like, excuse me, it's been 2 weeks and I still haven't gone to Tim Hortons. Why aren't you driving me right now? I don't
Well,
want to
you
do that.
you might need to do that, otherwise you'll
No,
never
I
get to
don't want to be rude.
go. You can be. It's fine. He'll get over it. Why don't you
do it.
look? Yeah, see, he's yeah. You want to be somewhat quick about it, though. Otherwise, you just won't go.
All right.
Yeah.
Kevin, I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
You totally can.
Yeah.
Am I in,
We've
am I
we've
pointing at the right
we've
spot?
seen you be mad at somebody. We've seen you be mad at Kevin in a
Oh
lore
my
stream.
God.
We know you have it.
Oh, is that
That
coming in the
lore
edit?
stream-
That one,
That lore
it's in the
stream,
pigs. It's in the pigs.
Oh!
it's been edited. It's completely
Yeah, that one's
done.
ready to go.
We don't have a
Um,
release date on those yet, do we?
No, see, the problem. I'm gonna pull the curtain here.
Oh, I see.
the
I know
problem-
it's about. I know it's about to happen.
The problem is,
I'm
that
gonna get offset
in-
for this.
Wait.
It's
Are
not-
you not?
I'm not
about to-
dissing you.
I thought you were about to
No.
call it the fact I still haven't done the lines yet.
No. That's for the pigs. That's a while away.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to redo some lines for one of them because
Yeah.
it's a bit clunky. But you know.
No, the problem is that there's one VOD that needs to be re-recorded because
Oh,
Completely
boy,
re-recorded.
we
of
just had
course.
some issues with it with some cast members and blah blah
it's-
blah. I won't go in depth.
Corporate
Um,
speak for it is basically that while
It needs
we
to be
like
retconned and
restructured.
redone. Yeah,
We
in,
we-
restructured.
in this remaster, if you want to call it that,
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of
that's
the
a good way.
content is at a quality which is below what we would call a good standard. And so
Yeah.
while we are recreating and re-editing a lot of the old footage, some of it will be redone completely and entirely.
Yeah.
and
Like,
it's a stream that has a
And
lot
that's
of
all
people.
we need to say.
A lot.
No,
And
it's
that's
a lot
all
of
we need
people.
to say.
But the problem is that it's a lot of people. So we need to get most of those people that have lines and that were meant to have lines at the beginning, and the people who weren't meant to have lines, they can be in the background.
Which basically means we'll need a lot of extras to play characters.
Yeah, and we need
Yeah.
the important people to be free.
And if you want to
So-
play as an extra on Don't SMP, feel free to join the Discord, and there's a link that you can do to fill in an application. There you go. Plug the Discord.
There you
go.
Yeah, so I want to hold on to the first completed video until that has been re-recorded, so that there's not a huge gap between completed
Yeah.
videos, because we don't want to put one out and then wait like a month because people aren't free.
Yeah. And
So once we do that,
even-
we can start putting them out.
and Kevin and I have to re-record my lore streams because they've also been lost to the void.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
I remember when I first was
Yeah.
putting the playlist up, because that's the thing. Look,
I didn't know I had.
I was a new streamer when we started Done SMP. It was my first stream, and so when we first started Done SMP, I didn't know what I was supposed to be telling people. I didn't know what kind of ideas we wanted to put in place. And obviously, since we've started, I wanted the series to be something that you can go back and rewatch the entire thing from the beginning. I never prefaced that to anyone, so.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't blame anyone for it, but the fact is that you hadn't saved your VODs. I think Sal hadn't saved his either. Or actually, Sal did
No,
save some, but
Sal
never
saves
uploaded them
his
anyway.
Sal's been holding
VODs.
on to them.
Turns
He's
out, yeah,
holding
Sal's been
his
holding
VODs.
out on us. He's got them saved somewhere on some
I think
hard
I
drive.
might actually have them saved.
I will
He says
eat you
that something
alive.
always goes
No,
wrong
genuinely.
when he sends it to other people. Like the files usually get corrupt, so
Mm.
that's why he hasn't done anything with them. Yeah. Unless like he makes a VOD channel and tries and uploads his VODs. That's
Oh,
the only thing
it's
I can
just-
But
think
that
of.
take fucking forever on his internet.
it was so sad
Oh.
because you're in Kevin's little trilogy you did so good quality content, and it's
We
all
have
gone.
like the
prereqs?
prereqs from
Yeah.
it still, and we definitely can. I think I have the third one saved. I just don't know where I saved it. So it's the first two. To be honest, my first ever lore stream, not much happened. It was just a lore recap mostly for my audience. So a lot of it's gonna be cut anyways. So I don't think much of it needs to be re-recorded. And then the second one completely needs to be redone. And I'm hoping that I can find the third one so we don't have to redo everything. And it's just that.
I'm guessing
one,
Andrew
and then
showed
the
you
quarter.
the first ever Done SMP stream, day one.
Not so much. I started and then I went whoosh. The audio quality.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
So
kidding.
it
I'm
was
kidding.
rough. It was literally my
I-
first. I didn't do a test stream. It was my first
Yeah.
stream ever.
So
Oh.
there is an arc that happens. I believe it's just called The Beginning.
We didn't
we're
have much of a name
excluding
for it.
it.
Where it's
There's
essentially
not much lore that happens
it was
in it.
yeah. Done SMP started off as just the server. There was no lore going on. There was no script,
Yeah.
and so there
Just
was
friends being dudes.
those streams. And then
Ooh.
one lore stream we did, which was a standalone called the Jorge plot. And that was
Yeah.
our kind of our test for lore and us in characters and doing something. And the moment that was done, which I mean, it was the Jorge plot and our early streams, like in terms of quality, again, we were still new to streaming. It's not as good as our newer stuff. But the fact is, it was us learning. And now
Yeah.
ever since that first stream, then we decided, okay, plot line, think ahead, get a series of streams going, and then that's what started with the Woodland Mansion and the
Yeah.
Mysterious
So
Tools arc.
it's gonna pick up from the Woodland Mansion. That's the Mysterious Tools, and we'll just follow from there
I just-
onwards to current
Re-
day.
Real quick, I just want to say I've found all the ones I did.
Oh.
All the like when we first did it, I like streamed at the beginning, like all the first ones, and I've just found all of them.
Oh,
Yeah, believe it or not, this guy
That's
actually,
okay. Then you
this
can
guy
you can
actually
hang on
did
to
used to
them.
stream. Who knew?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though,
Yeah.
because I don't know how well you've set up your audio quality and all that. However, Combat,
Not
you could
well,
actually use the
yeah.
footage if you wanted to
I
get a
did-
second
I-
angle in some things.
This is crazy.
Yeah, but
I'm not trying to give you more work.
The
I'm just-
Mysterious Tools.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give you more work.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's an idea. You
No,
could
no,
actually get a second angle of it from his footage.
I do like I believe the Pigs Part 4 I edit
yeah.
between your one and Atlas's one.
Mm.
And that was actually one of my favorite ones to edit because it's fun to swap back,
I just
at different
found,
moments.
Also,
The
I have
fight
pretty
against
shaders
Emerald.
on and you don't, Luke.
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd you say?
I just found the fight against Ebro. I just found that one.
Oh,
The one that we're going to be redoing.
Yeah, that one.
I didn't want to say it.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one. Where we should.
Yeah, give me that one. I'll take that
There
one.
was
I'll take
there
that
was
one.
so many. That was at the time. That was the biggest lore stream we had ever done.
oh, what's
Yeah.
it?
It was that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that had at the time was the record of the biggest lore stream, the most people we had in one VC. It was the biggest stream we had done, and it was scripted, and it was very chaotic. And looking back, it was very scuffed. And that we want to reshoot it. Maybe not
Yeah.
reshoot the entire thing, but like redo the voice lines, get at least a couple redone shots and that kind of thing.
I think it's gonna.
I'm trying to be salvaging it. Which
No, there's no point tipping around it.
there's no
It's just
salvaging
it's
Throw it in
just
the bin.
better. It'll be a better viewing experience if we redo it, because it really is bad. There is a playlist in the server that you can go and watch it.
It's
if you want to,
really bad.
but it's bad. Just some things need to be changed, because it just didn't go as planned. There's some lore things that cannot be canon, some mess ups and stuff. It needs to just be redone.
Well, look, it's going to be something that you'll always be able to look back at the raw footage.
Original. Yeah,
Oh,
it's all
of
there.
course.
It'll always be there that people can look back on it. But for I'd say majority of audiences, they'll be looking at these edited recap videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so
Which
it'll
will-
just
which
get
will
better.
also be higher quality.
I feel like
Yeah.
if we got to a point where people are like picking apart every single piece of lore, they're gonna be watching the full like 2 hour long VODs going, and they said this at this exact moment, and that just is because now this is happening. It's totally gonna. No, I'm lying. I don't know if it'll ever actually happen. I'm just gonna hope it will one day.
I've
But,
always said that my goal for Twitch is not to like get a job out of this. I don't see this. I said it's me being realistic, and also part of me not wanting it
Pessimistic.
to be for it to be a job.
It's a
But
hobby.
my end goal for Twitch is to get partner. If I can get partner and I
Yeah.
can make a done SMP Twitch team, that's GG. I've won.
Yeah.
I'd love a Twitch team.
Jay has
I've
said
said
time
that,
and time
yeah.
again that she could make a Done SMP Twitch team because she's close to partner. But again, that's just like my personal goal is if I can get a partner and I can make that Twitch team, that's I'm done. Well, not that I'm done. I'm not retiring, but I'm always done. You know what I mean? I'd like to get partner. I think that'd be cool.
I'm hoping that we can get these videos started basically when we go on the boat.
Which is
But-
5 weeks.
But
from
at the so hopefully around then, so we can post it, and then I can turn off my phone and go on the boat and not have to worry about it.
now. You can rest in a great
Yeah, if I
universe.
can find, yeah. I'll look upon my
Truly-
crops.
I look upon the grateful universe, truly balanced. All right, any
It's taken everything, all of my time at the moment, but
what
it's
have
gonna
it
be worth
cost?
it. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. I hope. Oh my god.
That'll be good.
Suddenly,
Oh my god.
Actually,
There's so
on an
much
important
more.
note, which I'm going to plug. We do now have thanks to our team here at Done SMP. We do have, I think it's 4 different official Done SMP accounts. We have the Twitter, the Instagram, the TikTok, and now the YouTube.
Yeah.
Which I think
Which is where those videos will be.
exactly.
Also, maybe keep an eye out this week. Maybe you'll see some teasers for the lore streams on
Oh.
the Friday. Oh, maybe.
Uh,
Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out.
bear with me while I go get links for everything.
Oh god.
We have first one is the Done SMP YouTube. Boom.
Make a command. You don't have a bot. Never mind.
I have a bot. I just haven't given it a command in about a year and a half. I don't remember. how.
30 ደቂቃ
Ah! I just opened it.
30 ደቂቃ ብቻ በ30
What bot do you use?
Nightbot.
I can help with that. If you want help. You don't have to have my help.
I need
It's up to you.
mute.
It's your opinion.
Fuck no! Don't pin. Sorry, I'm tabbed out and it's shit's going wild. Done SMP. There's the one. Copy that. And there's the TikTok. And fucking no shit. What the fuck? What
This
the-
spot's
what?
really slow.
I will. Oh.
sorry,
That's you, by the way.
All right. No
Wow.
need.
He's not wrong. That is you.
Oh, Minecraft is the thing. That's cute. Okay. Fuck it. That post. That's a good post.
Actually,
We
I
got
don't know
the
if you're planning on ending
Instagram.
this now,
Soon enough, if we don't have another topic.
but didn't Minecraft post something about the ocean?
The ocean?
What?
We can
Are,
be part of Minecraft.
have you seen the new structures? The archaeology dig sites.
Oh, like the terracotta holes that you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
find in the
they're-
ground.
They're huge. If you were to like
Okay.
actually kind of mine around them, they're huge, and it's full of like suspicious sand and gravel and stuff. And you can find
Ah.
stuff in those blocks with the brush. It all looks this next update looks really cool.
No, it's they just keep adding more and more to it. I think they did a really good job at not putting everything out all at once and trying so hard to have everything ready. I like how they're slowly but surely introducing new things that because I think finding terracotta outside of the mesa, the Badlands, is a really cool detail that they have.
And Luke,
Yes, sir.
there's a new block that I think you'll find interesting.
Oh.
It's the calibrated skull sensor.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, Amethyst,
Yeah.
the skull
Amethyst
sensor.
shard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
then
pretty cool.
you can set it to only detect a certain sound and activate when it detects that. So you can have it like I saw some guy have like a door that only opens if you eat near it.
That's really cool.
But like normally they detect every sound, but you can just like hone in on one, which is I think is really cool. So
you all know I'm gonna make some crazy shit with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also
And there's
completely forgot,
new
which I'm gonna need one of you to remind me after we finish here. We actually have a done SMP link tree, not a me link tree, a done SMP link tree, and I have to add all of the
I
different
didn't
accounts
know
to it.
Since
we
when
were
did you
legend.
have that?
We've had that since we made the questionnaire and the playlist, because essentially, yeah, the link tree has the public Discord,
I've seen it.
the VODs playlist, and the application. And so yeah, I'll add all the social media stuff onto it as well.
Yeah, I think they added more armor trim templates as well.
Oh, they did,
Five,
yeah.
5 new ones, and you can edit signs that have already been placed. You can just walk
I
up
think
and
the armor trims
change
are
it.
like my favorite thing. I cannot wait for them to add armor trims. That's gonna be so fucking good.
Yeah.
My favorite is definitely that the sniffer is bringing more plants to Minecraft. I'm so excited. I am
Hell yeah.
so excited to make more pretty builds.
And Ethan, what's your new favorite feature from the 1.20 update?
The trees.
Are you like the cherry blossom?
Yeah, they look great. They look good.
We
Yeah.
stand the cherry blossoms.
Yeah, see, we
I didn't think you know
signs-
anything coming.
signs are double-sided now.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So
Double-sided
the
with
hanging
everything.
signs can be you can have different stuff on each side.
The pond.
Honestly, being double-sided and being
Cool.
editable should have been something that they added like way long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd
but I'm
think
just
so.
glad they're getting to it now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
On the note, do we have
that'd be
any final topics before we finish? up?
No, I
think
think that's
so.
it. I think we've finished on
Do we have anything we want to plug? Well, obviously, I'm going to plug.
the lore streams coming on
Lore
Friday.
streams
mean?
on Friday.
We have the lore streams on Friday. We got everybody's
And the
Follow
links.
for
the
times.
videos.
We
and
got the
links to
Discord.
people's
You
Twitch
can.
channels.
I believe I can never remember this. Underneath the video, right underneath the Twitch stream, right now, I have links and shit. I think I've got a link tree. I can't even. I don't have Twitch open right now. I'm just using OBS. I'm pretty sure I've got links down there. You can get to the public Discord, and from there you can find everybody.
Spoiler alert: you don't.
Well, shit. Remind me to get on that too.
That doesn't work.
I don't have
Hold on a
commands.
second.
I don't have commands anymore. Hey, it's been a while.
Uh-oh.
I have a lot of work to do on my Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
There you
all
go.
right.
There you go. That's the public Discord.
that's the public.
I hope it's the Jesus. Okay, that's the public Discord.
Imagine. Oh,
Oh God.
oh my god.
That'd be funny.
What, the private server? No, it wasn't
Yeah.
funny.
Not again.
That would be
Didn't
funny.
that happen with Dream SMB before? They actually shared
Did
their
it?
private link.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
Oh, that would suck.
That's funny.
Right. Who shall we raid? There's someone who I'm following who is got 20 viewers right now. So yeah, we'll raid them. Why not? That's North Tendo. / raid. God, did I spell that right? Yeah. All right.
No.
Yeah. Everyone, make sure to. I never know how to say it. Like, use the raid emote if you're following me on thingy, and make sure to
I'm
say
gonna
hi
use my
to
own raid.
North Tendo. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Don't you guys go up to the camera?
Hi, Sal. Hi, Sal.